today. From AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. This is the National Football League. We'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Ryan Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans.
Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Tennessee Titans. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Prescott looks to throw on first. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw is Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup, 52 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Tannehill buying time to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Defensive end, DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Fighting to stay on his feet past midfield. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. A give to Elliott. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Well, he's going to go for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. James Washington, 49 yards. And the Cowboys lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Tannehill throwing the out route incomplete. It's Woods. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
To throw again on 2nd down, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. To the air again, Tannehill. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm is going forward. Incomplete pass. So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Prescott. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Let's go! Let's go!
How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. They keep on the ground with Elliott. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. Now on 2nd and 13. Tannehill flushed out right. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw into the hands of Hooper. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. They'll run with the former Ole Miss Rebel, Jordan Wilkins. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. As a nice run there gets them down to the 6-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. Now it's Tannehill to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Now Mike Vrabel going to tell the offense to go for 2 here. Tannehill looking to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Or are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker?
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield. This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A first down carry by Elliott. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. This is Elliott. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he will get into the end zone. So that shaves 2 more off the deficit as they now trail by 5. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Forced out to his left. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Prescott. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it'll be Titan football. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Rolling to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down now, but that clock rolling. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And finding the tight end Hooper. That catch good for only a couple. Now Tannehill saying, let's get to the line. Eluding the pressure right. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Again, Tannehill escaping the pressure right. Got a man and a It's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Chester Rogers, as the first half is winding down, and the Titans have taken the lead.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body.
Picked up by Terrell Basham.
He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Dak and the Cowboy offense heading back onto the field. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the one interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has the look of a game that could very well go down to the wire. Just 1 point separating these two clubs at the break. But they're ready for the second half, and we are too, as we'll kick it right back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Sliding out of the pocket. And right side, Henry's got it. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Lewis. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
On first down, Elliott. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Looking to throw, Prescott. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott, and he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Prescott now. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. And his kick here is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's way down into Dallas territory inside the Cowboy 15. A big play there on the catch and run. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Tannehill now to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll...
And he will score! Touchdown, Titans! Derrick Henry from a yard away bowling his way in. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Dallas offense back out onto the field.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased, and they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Prescott to throw it. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again. Here. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And Tannehill's got the first as he slides to a halt.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A first down carry for Henry. Shifts past him at the 45. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell. To stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
To throw is Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. This will be caught at about the 6. And it's a Titans touchdown. Robert Woods, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
Well, that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Bullock good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. A drive that time of 6 plays, and the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Prescott on 1st down.
And he'll go underneath here to Elliott.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans 16. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to
on the screen there at second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Cowboys are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
Now Prescott.
This is caught, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Prescott.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. Oh, the Cowboys recovered it. Yes, Cowboy football. So they needed the onside kick. They got it. Now they need a field goal.
And that's the beauty of this. They don't have to get 6. A field goal ties the ball game for them. Nicely executed play.
And now the Titans defense gets set to go again. They've got a situation where a field goal ties it. How do you defend this? Because you obviously don't want to give up the touchdown. How aggressive do you get?
That's always the key, isn't it? Where is the line on aggressiveness to over-aggressiveness? And I think most coordinators are looking at it like run your regular defense, add some pressure packages, because really the 35-yard line is the one you really want to defend. At that point, you're thinking you're probably giving up 3. Anything outside of that, you feel like you've got a chance to hold them.
So they'll be in search of the proper amount of pressure. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away as we just saw there.
Now Dak. Left side to Lamb.
And he's got this down to the 35. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
Here's Dak.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Now there's the timeout, signaled for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And this one is right through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here comes the first throw in OT for Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Prescott. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Probably thinking they got to be careful not to force anything here in overtime. This is 3rd and a mile right now. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
Here's Brian Anger now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
And part 1 is done, now part 2. Flush to his right. A check down here for Henry. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
Dancing to his left. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, Henry. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tannehill. He'll bite, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. Now back to throw. Oh, and that's so close to being intercepted. That could have been a big turnover in overtime if he had held on. Instead, though, it is still 4th down. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Prescott from the gun. Washington's got it. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Tennessee offense set to go again. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored. That's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads.
And now we've got a review here. All challenges in overtime, of course, initiated by the replay official here in the stadium. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Now he's going to throw deep right side, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, He should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Tannehill to throw. Rolling to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Now Tannehill. Pass caught by Hooper. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Here's Tannehill. And this one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Tannehill. He's got a man, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big connection on that one, 38 yards. So often in overtime, Charles, games are won or lost on one big play. That might have been that big play right there.
And the ability to execute it despite the stakes, because let's face it, we've been there before and we've seen guys maybe hyperventilate a little bit when it's their opportunity. Not in this situation.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans streaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.